let's get into it. However you wanna do it, keep it cute or ruthless. I got steppers that got bazookas. Shoot 'em up, spit 'em out, and I stepped on 'em. They say two wrong, don't make 'em right, but one left, gon' get 'em gone.
Play pals, welcome to the treehouse. It's story time, and y'all know my stories always have a moral. So guess what? Do me a favor, hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe. Come chill in the treehouse with your girl. Hey, because I haven't done one with you guys in a while. So y'all know I told y'all I had a gang of fools on my trail, right? So with that being said, I was tired, right? So I just walked out my apartment and left everything in there. I went a couple of places before I ended up at the women's shelter, right? Because it's protected. You know, you got to have certain passwords to get in. So I'm like, whew, I need this break. So I go there, right? Honey. Now I'm already knowing what's going on because some of the gang of fools that was on my trail, they do deep black magic. And for some reason, I was their target. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. So I already knew, like, people might receive me a little different depending on what the gang of fools had did, right? So I got my eyes open. Everywhere I'm going, I'm like, okay, I got to watch this behavior because that's how you can tell. I'm teaching y'all a lesson right here. You can tell when people under the same principality because they're going to move the same way. The spirit is the same, but the people be different. Feel me on this. So I'm already paying attention to this bull crap, right? So the first day I get there, right, these people flocking to me like a moth to a flame, okay? So I'm paying attention, but I'm also being kind because you don't want to think like, oh, everybody's trying to do me something, but you got to pay attention, keep your eyes open, okay? So I'm paying attention to, you know, how they come in and what they want to talk about. That's majorly important for me. When people start talking to me about certain things or asking me a certain question, I already know they know who I am. So anyway, long story short, so she started talking to me about this book, right? Well, she started talking to me about something that I had a book about. In fact, I had two. Just so happened, two of the same book. I don't even remember how I ended up with two of the same book. But when she started running it to me about it, I was like, you know what? I got a book in my car about that. I'll give it to you. You know me, like, okay, this is what you want to learn about. I got something that's going to help you out. Bam, I give the chick book, right? Next thing I know, this woman is going around telling people that I'm doing witchcraft on them. I mean, y'all, when I tell y'all she was acting a fool, she was acting a fool. And I'm looking at her like, first of all, you came to me about this book. It was a book on some runes. It's a divination tool. So I'm like, first of all, you came to me with that. Like, you came to me with all the spiritual stuff. I didn't say one word to nobody about this. So I'm like, this thing crazy right here. So, but she making noise. When I tell y'all she is acting a fool, like anybody come in a place, she is like, hurry up and gathering the folks saying, don't fool with me. Y'all gonna laugh when y'all see what happened. So anyway, I ain't paying no mind because I ain't come here for this, but I already see like either she knows these people. When I tell you, it's a lot of them, it's a lot of them. I don't know what they was promising these people they was gonna get for doing this to me, but they gonna soon find out somebody lied. So anyway, long story short, the lady she acting a fool. So mind you, this girl comes in and she's a Caucasian chick, right? So she hurry up and run to the Caucasian chick. First of all, I ain't running to nobody because I don't want to be bothered, really, to tell you the truth. But I'm a kind-hearted person and I'm not going to push people away when you ain't did nothing to me. So I'm just like, here we go. So anyway, long story short, the chick, it was a Caucasian chick, right? So the girl was a black girl, so she runs and she grabs her or whatever. But I could see the Caucasian chick every now and then. She just like looking at me, staring at me when we go eat and all that. And I'm like, look at this here. So I ain't tripping because I already know people want me to get out of my character. You know, they want to try to prove that I'm somebody or something that they have in their mind that I'm not. So anyway, I'm just looking like I am not entertaining this. It get old, but you got to know how to see things from higher perspective. So I'm just looking like that's their problem. Like what people think about you, they don't have nothing to do with you. If you know you innocent and you ain't did nothing to nobody, you just keep pushing and let the clowns act a fool by themselves, okay? Because if you get in there act a fool with them, then people can't tell which one of y'all crazy, them or you. So I just left it alone, but she was doing the most. Like a couple of times now, let me tell you, She almost had me. I had to go to the people and be like, look, do something with her. Because she was pushing me to the point where I was going to choke the shit out of her. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be having me messed up. They don't understand it took me a long time to get here, to not react on the things that I want to do. Even though, honestly, I've been like that all my life. Like, somebody could be acting a fool with me, and if I don't know they ain't got nothing to do with me, I will ignore you. But if you keep on how she did, you're going to hit that right nerve, and then I'm going to show you what I'm working with for real. So anyway, I'm trying not to do that because that's what they want. Like, they want me to flash out on them. So I'm like, okay, look. So I went to the people. I was like, look, do something with this woman because that's really getting under my skin. So we kind of exchanged words. And she was like, yeah, you a tarot reader. Who told you that? Like, I never told her none of this. So that's why I'm peeping game. I like people to talk because then I know exactly where they at. If they keep talking, then I'm going to know who sent you. So anyway, so I'm letting her say whatever. Like, oh, she's like, ain't you a tarot reader? I was like, well, I went to my tarot reader and she said you attacking me. I said, well, you need to go get your money back because she told you a damn lie. First of all, I got a car and she don't, right? We both in the shelter. So what is it that I could be possibly gaining from attacking you? That's what I was confused about. So what she told you I was attacking you for? Like, what different that you got that I don't have that I need to attack you with witchcraft? Make me understand. I said, do I know you from somewhere? Did I mess with your man? Like, tell me what reasoning would she say that I'm attacking you? So anyway, long story short, the white chick, the Caucasian girl that was hanging with her, right? The man who had did her dirty called and said he never paid her last couple of car notes. He made it like she stole the money, right? So what it did was it made her car note seemed to be behind, which he was lying. You know what I'm saying? He was just trying to force her hand to come back to him. So she goes to pick up something because she just get a job, right? And she got a job making some money, right? So she go to pick up something from the workforce that they was like giving her some gas so she could get to work till she get paid, right? She go in there to get the gift card, come back out. Her car gone. The people that told her car, they done repoed the girl car. So the other chick that she was running with, the one that was attacking me, she ain't had no car. So I'm peeping game like, okay, watch what happens. So the black chick, it was time for her to leave because you can only stay in the shelter 30 days, which is absolutely ridiculous. Because if you got something, you trying to make plans, it don't even be on the roll in 30 days. So basically 30 days, you got to go and you got to find somewhere to go. So anyway, her days was coming up, right? She was about to leave. So the girl catches me while she not there and was like, listen, I just got a job. I will pay you this much to take me to work every day until I could figure out what to do with my car. So she had already talked to the bank and all that and was working that out, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, all right, cool. Because at that point, I ain't working yet. So I was like, that's cool. You know, I could take you to work. I don't have no problem. Y'all know me. If a person asks me stuff, I'm going to do it. But I also know that people then also use my heart against me. So I'm being mindful to myself. Keep this in mind because I'm going somewhere with here. I'm being mindful. People use your heart against you. Pay attention. Okay? So I'm taking a chick to work. No problem. She doing what she's supposed to do. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But in the same time, I done obligated myself to go and pick her up from work and bring her to work every single solitary day. So what that means is, at this point, I'm really not trying to get no job because if I get a job that does not fit with what's going on with her, then she's stuck out. So I don't want to leave the chick stuck out. So I'm like, shit. You know, at the same time, let me just start looking for something because she's working on getting her a car. Now, I'm going to tell you how people play the game raw. I'm watching her, and I'm picking up. She a little racist here. See, I had the best car in the thing, and she ain't know a lot of people, so she asked me to take her. But I'm peeping game. Like, when I go pick her up from work, she work with a bunch of white people. It's like she hurry up trying to get in the car. Like, she don't want nobody to see her getting in the car with me. So I'm paying attention to her, but I ain't saying nothing. I'm like, okay, I already see how she coming. She one of these kind that don't really fool with us, but she need me right now. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm the best option she got. So I'm peeping game, right? But I'm still like letting her play her hands. Because when I start fooling with somebody, best believe you done played your hand with me and I done seen who you are. And once I see that, I ain't going back. See, I used to be the go back kind and give people a chance to See, that's how God will test you to see if you learn your lesson. So anyway, keep going. So she figures out a way to get her car back. The job she started loaned her the money, like ahead of time, which was cool because most of the time you can't get with no company that's gonna do that for you because they seen she was in a situation. So they kind of like loaned her like an advance pretty much so she can get her car back, because the people was like, if you could come up with this amount, we'll get a car back to you while they still investigate old boy and the lies he told. So she get her car back. Y'all know what? Wait. Before she got the car back, she started telling me about the other chick, the one, because the girl left, but she was sneaking because she didn't want the girl to know that she was catching a ride with me. So it was like a couple of days she was kind of like moving funny because she didn't want the girl to see that I was the one that was taking her to work, because, you know, the girl didn't like me. So anyway, I'm peeping game the whole time, but I ain't saying that. I was like, okay, she don't want a girl to know. She was like, I just don't want no trouble. So she told me. So later on, we kicking it right before she got her car back. She tells me, we see this place because I took her to look for an apartment. It was coming up, and we passed this metaphysical shop that sell candles and stuff. So she tells me that's what the place is. I'm like, oh yeah. She was like, yeah, because when I had my car, I brought old girl there so she could get some candles that she was burning in the closet on you. I was like, and you just not telling me this shit? I was like, so this your fault because you brought her over there. So she was like, well, no, I didn't know. You know, I was just knew that. She asked me to bring her to the... So I'm peeping out. So at that point, I'm like, So I'm knowing. Watch what happened when she get this car. But before that, before she got the car back, her grandmother got sick, right? And it was far away from where we was for her to just catch the bus or something like that. So I'm like, she asked me, I said, how you going to get there? First she started saying maybe her daughter was going to come get her. So then she said, I ain't sure. I said, well, if you don't have no ride, I mean, I could bring you and drop you off, and then I could come back and pick you up. She ain't say nothing. So I was like, she don't want to tell family to see who bringing her. Like, I'm peeping game, but I ain't saying nothing. Do y'all know she came saying, you think you could let me use your car? That right there told me she don't want her people to see who bringing her, because I done offered you to bring you and they telling you this lady ain't gonna live too much longer and you asked me to borrow my car. Like, is you crazy? So anyway, I just said, nah, I could take it though, but I can't reach. So ended up she found another way. I don't know if she called the Uber, which was a lot of money. I'm like, well, why would she do that when I'm telling her I would drive her down there? Like, I ain't tripping with her about no money. I know that's your grandma, you close to her, I'll bring you. But she didn't want them people to see this black girl bringing her. So fast forward, she gets the car. Next thing I know, the distance coming. Well, we was together all the time. She going in the living room without me. She linking up with other Caucasian girls that's coming in there. Like, you could see it. Now, mind you, at this point, we roommates. We in the room together because I ended up moving from the other white lady that kicked me while I was asleep. And I had to go tell them people, if you don't get her, I'm going to fold up like a chair. She kicked me one more damn time. And because it was a white woman, I'm sure is why they didn't put her out. Because if I'd have kicked her ass, they would have put me out for sure and charged me with elderly abuse. So I had to go to the front again and tell the people, look, do something with this motherfucker before I bend her over. Because that's what was about to happen. I told her, do that again and watch what happens to you. Keep your feet on the floor, because I'm going to fold your ass over like a chair. And then I went and told them people, look, do something with that woman. Do something with her. Because they was trying to provoke me. You know what I'm saying? I already see what was going on. So anyway, see, that's how come you got to know when you're dealing with spiritual stuff. Because that statement that people say that somebody like irritate folks' demons, that's the truth. That's the truth. Sometimes people can see stuff in you and it make them real, real mad because they don't have it within them, and they'll start attacking you. So I'm already peeping game because God done showed me, like, this is what you about to go through, but don't trip. I got you. So I'm like, wow, like, I'm just going around people, I'm watching how they move. And not everybody, but, you know, you can tell the ones that haven't dealt with their shadow, because their shadow is moving and they don't have no idea that I'm looking dead at your set shadow. Come and play over here with me and I'm going to put something on you. So anyway, long story short, we all get out. I'm cool with some chicks that she cool with, like, because it's never like nothing said. But one day I seen her. Because she was like, oh, you could come stay with me when I get my place and whatever. Because she was leaving before I was leaving, which I'm knowing she playing games tonight, right? This girl done used me the whole time. But I already knew why it was going on, what it was. But I wasn't doing it for that. See, it don't matter what people do. You can't control nobody but you. You understand that? And this is what I'm here to tell y'all. You move how you want to move. How if they want to act a fool with you, let them act a fool, because when they lose you, you know who lost. She'll never find nobody that's, I don't even know you, and I'm taking you to work every day. I'm taking you to look for a place. I'm doing things for you that obviously you ain't got nobody else to do it for you, because you wouldn't be bothering me. So now you lost a friend, not me. I ain't lose shit, and I don't feel bad about it because I didn't do bad by you. So, okay, one day, so I'm in the drive-thru at McDonald's. I see her. I know she see my car. I'm blowing. When I tell y'all I'm blowing the wave at this girl, do you know she had kept her head straight like she waiting on the light, so I know she knows. I saw her, so see me. So I was like, oh, I guess we beefed out. But no, that was because she had said, well, you can come stay with me till you get your crib. And now that she got this crib, she don't want me to stay. So I took her to myself, because I wasn't going to stay over there no damn way, because I already seen how she was moving. So anyway, do you know the friends that we had? I go over there one day. We hanging out because they had got a place too. So they tells me that this woman was saying all kind of stuff about me. Like, I'm paying her to take me to work, and she asked me for money. One time I asked her for some money to the next day. It was like $20, and I gave it back to her. But mind you, I only did that because she had asked me to borrow some money, and I let her borrow some money. So I thought we was like that. It wasn't like I was begging her, but that's how she made it seem to the other bitch. I was like, boy, I tell you what. So I say that to say, when I tell y'all don't go against yourself, see, the old me would have gave her the keys to my car. I done had 2 cars wrecked by people that I let use my car, because I'm not wrapped up in material things. But I also know that sometimes people want your things to destroy them and then act like, oh, I ain't know. And she would have been one to do that, because that woman wasn't rocking me with me in the first place. She was using me. So when I tell y'all don't go against yourself and how you feel, because for a small part of me was feeling bad and feeling guilty, because I was programmed to feel guilty for people when they do crazy stuff. A small part of me felt guilty for not letting her take my car. Ain't that something? I was just like, well, maybe I should just, like, I'm battling within myself, like, she ain't gonna do nothing to her. You can just let the woman use your car. Don't act like that. You don't want them to think that you think you better than them. Because mind you, I've been programmed with that same saying even before I knew what it meant. Like 9 years old, oh, you think you better. I don't even know what that means. Just because I like the good stuff or nice stuff, it don't mean that I think I'm better than people. It's just what I like. I don't give a care what they like. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. It's just what I like. I'm not going to go and say, oh, I'm not going to get this because I don't want people. But that's how I have been programmed. So that little small voice was like playing in my head. But you cannot go against what you know to be true. I knew that if I gave her my keys, I took a risk of something happening to my car, and it wouldn't be nothing I could do about it. And I would have been stranded way away from everybody, not being able to move around. So when I tell y'all, you gotta start paying attention and use your intuition, and don't go against how you feel. No matter what you think a person gonna say, because a lot of times, I'm gonna tell you something. Even with domestic violence, sometimes like abusers will go before you and spread all kind of stuff. So then when you tell your story, you look like you the liar. You understand that? Abusers will do that all the time. That's a tactic. They start planting these seeds before you know anything about it. So people encourage you, oh, you need to go back. Sometimes them people don't really like you. They want you to go back so you can get your head bashed in between the wall and the dryer. And you be knowing that. And so when it happens, you be like, man, I should have followed my first mind. I'm telling y'all this. Follow your first mind all the time. And never go against yourself. I love y'all for real. Peace.